Hi and welcome to the last part of the One Evening Make Along, the MAL. Today we are doing the cute coaster, which you can also use as a hanging ornament. It's up to you. It's done in brioche crochet here, and we also have some edging with the clusters, and you can also add the beads as well. Also, if you would like to use this coaster as a coaster, actually you can add a piece of felt on the back side, and I will explain you how to do everything in this short video. So let's start. For one evening coaster, you will need yarn in 3 colors, and I prefer to use dark and light to start, and then to add bright one on the edge. So it's up to you which ones you will use, but I think it looks the best when you start with the light and dark one. Round 1 is done with yarn A, just in the same way as you did for the one evening bauble. You make a magic ring. I started with the dark color, pull through, chain 1 and make 8 single crochets into the magic ring. Count the stitches well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because you need 8 ones for the first round. Tighten the ring and join with a slip stitch into the first stitch, inserting the hook from under the both loops with a slip stitch. That was round 1. Round 2 uses the same yarn, so you don't cut anything. Chain 5, which will count as the first double crochet and chain 2 space, and double crochet into the next stitch. So the stitch is where you joined, and here is the next one. Work through both loops again, and then repeat chain 2 and double crochet into the next one until you come around. And when you come around, you will join into the third chain here with a slip stitch. Round 3, we will introduce the new color, yarn B, and for the next rounds up to the very edge, you will use just 2 shades for this project. So chain 1 to change to yarn B. And now we will work in the stitches of the first round here, so in the same stitches where you already placed the doubles from the previous round, but you will insert the hook after these doubles. So the first double will go into this stitch after these chains, which counted as the first double. So we need to chain 2 to start. You skip the stitch of the opposite color here and work the double into the same stitch here below this chain 2 space. And you will work in front of chain. So you can even pull your work to the back like this and complete the double in front of your work. That's the first double. And you now need to work chain 2 and make an increase here into the next stitch. So you will work again on, through both loops of the stitch of the first round here, and you will work double, chain 2 and double into the same stitch in front of work. So you see we have these 2 layers which are just on their own, they don't connect in any way, and that's how it should be. And now that is the one repeat, chain 2 double, chain 2 double, chain 2 double into the same stitch, and then you will repeat this around, chain 2 double into the next stitch in front of work, chain 2 and increase into the next stitch here, again in front of work, and repeat this around. So you see we did the half, so you will repeat it 2 more times until you come here, and you will join with a slip stitch into the first space here. Here how it looks after round 3. We have 2 layers, dark layer and light layer, and now we will, on the next round, on round 4, we will connect them to each other. So round 4 is done with yarn A, so you take it on the back up and chain 1 to change to yarn A. The note says that you begin around the stitch of the same color below join. Here is the join, here is the first stitch, so the first front post double will go around this stitch. So we need to make front post double around the stitch of the same color below, insert the hook under the post, chain 2, make front post double around the next stitch here, chain 2, and brioche double crochet. Brioche double crochet, you will always work them into the V. V is just the shape, here it is, which is formed by an increase from the previous round. This is V, and you will make a double crochet inside this V. So basically you have the chain space here, and you will need to make the double crochet into this space. So you will insert the hook through the V, grab this chain space of the same color behind, bring it up and make a regular double crochet into this space. So here is how it looks. Yarn over, insert the hook, bring this space up and complete the double crochet. Chain 2, and this is the first repeat. And you will repeat it around. So again, you will have the front post double around the next stitch of the same color, chain 2, front post double around the next stitch, chain 2, and again brioche double crochet. You see this V again, so you insert the hook through the V, grab this space and complete the double crochet and chain 2. Here is how it looks after 2 repeats. You will need to make 2 more repeats and join into the first front post double here. This was round 4. You see that we connected 2 layers. So on the front we have these vertical lines, and on the back we have these horizontal stripes, and that's how it should look on brioche crochet. Round 5. On round 5 we will start making increases. So again, chain 1 to change to another color, yarn B. The repeat starts with chain 2. You will skip this stitch of the opposite color and work an increase by front post double, chain 2, and front post double around the same stitch. So we will build this V here. Chain 2 and make front post double and repeat it once again. Chain 2 and front post double around the stitch of the same color. So on all the next rounds you will work with front post doubles and front post doubles 2 together around the stitches of the same color. You will chain 2 and skip the stitches of the opposite color, and that will be valid for all the next rounds. So here is how the first repeat looks. Just repeat it around. Again, make chain 2, increase around this next stitch, 2 front doubles, increase around this stitch, 2 front doubles around, and you will join with a slip stitch into the first space. That will be round 5. Please make sure that you have the right number of stitches after every round. You will have the stitch count. So for example, after round 5 you will have 16 front post doubles and the same number of chain 2 spaces. So please count well to make sure that you did the right number of increases and that you are just correct with the pattern. Round 6 is done with yarn A again. So chain 1, and the pattern again asks you to begin around the stitch of the same color below the joint, so here. So round 6 is very much the same as round 4. You will only make the front post doubles and the brioche double crochets into the V, so it should be quite easy. We start with the front post double around the stitch below the joint, chain 2, brioche double crochet into the next V, and chain 2, double crochet, front post double crochet twice, chain 2, another front post double, and just start with this repeat all over again. So you don't have any increases here, you just work the front post doubles around the stitches of the same color, and you work the brioche double crochets into the V. You don't really need instructions for this round. You just follow the flow of what you have already, and then in the end you can count. You will have the same stitch count as on previous round. Round 7 is a little bit different from what we have done already. We will change to yarn B again. And on this round we will also do the decreases. So this is probably one of the hardest round, so I will explain it with the hook, and maybe one more round, and then the rest should be easy. So chain 2 and front post double around the next stitch of the same color, and repeat it once more. Now chain 2, a front post double around next stitch of same color, chain 2, front post double crochet 2 together around the same stitch and the next one. So basically we will build the front post double 2 together around these 2 stitches. So the first leg will go around the same stitch, and the next leg will go around, the first leg will go around the same stitch. I hope I said it right. And the next leg will go around the next stitch here. Here how it looks. And then chain 2 and front post double around the same stitch as the second leg of the decrease we have just made. And here is the repeat. So we have this kind of V, and then this combination of front post double 2 together, front post double, and do it 3 more times. So front post double around next, repeat it once more, and then again front post double around this stitch, front post double 2 together around the same and the next stitch, and front post double around the next stitch, and that will be the repeat around for round 7. You will come to the beginning and join into the first space. I skipped round 8 for the video because it's just the same as round 6 and 4. I mean, the same stitches and the same logics of the pattern. You should be able to do round 8 from the written instructions, and I would like to show you round 9 in this video because it's quite tricky again. Chain 2, so you change to yarn B, chain 2, front post double around next stitch of the same color, chain 2, front post double 2 together on the same stitch and the next stitch, just as you did on round 7, chain 2 and front post double around the same stitch. So you build the same combination of stitches here as you did here on round 7, and now chain 2 and front post double 3 times. 1, 2. Here we will go around the front post double 2 together, so I prefer to insert the hook under the 2 front bars of this stitch. That's the second front post double, chain 2 and front post double around the next stitch. Here is how your repeat looks, and you will repeat it 3 more times. So again, chain 2, front post double 2 together around the same and the next stitch, front post double around the next stitch, and then 3 front post doubles around these 3. And when you do around the front post double 2 together, you will insert the hook through 2 front bars. Go around and join with a slip stitch into the first space. We are on round 13, which I thought that needs a video as well. As you see, we finished the previous round 12, with the front posts around the front posts and the doubles in the stitches of opposite colors. So now we don't have any chain spaces here, we just have plain stitches in the same color, and round 14 is done with the same color yarn A. Chain 1 and work 1 back post single crochet around each stitch. So how we do that? Here is the first stitch where we will go. It's also the same stitch as join. So you just insert the hook from back to front and from front to back around the post of this stitch. Grab the yarn, pull up the loop and pull through 2 loops. That will be our first back post single crochet. Do the same around each stitch and do it around the entire coaster. Once again, insert the hook from back to front, from front to back around this post, draw up a loop and pull through 2 loops on the hook. That's how it's done. This is how it looks after round 13. You see we created with this back post stitches, we created this very practical ridge or the border here, so that it will keep your cups and glasses in place. They will not slide down from the coaster. And now we will do the round 14, which is done with yarn C, that's the new color. Join it with the chain 1, and you can already cut yarn A now because you will not need it anymore. So round 14 is started with 5 single crochets, and you will work through the both loops. Again, you see this two ridges here. That's from round 12, and that's one we have already done right now. That's with the back post. So we will work into this back ridge, so that the front ridge stays untouched. Okay, so begin into the same stitch as join, work through 2 loops, and work 5 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we need to make a front post treble 2 together around the front post double in color B below. Let's have a look at these stitches of the previous rounds. You can see that this is the front post double in color B, which is directly below the stitch we have just made. So we will make the front post treble 4 together around this stitch. But we will not do that in a regular way, but it's in a so-called modified way, and I will now explain how to do that. So you yarn over twice, insert the hook under this post, draw up a loop, and pull through 2 loops twice. You still need to have 2 loops on the hook. Now yarn over twice again, and instead of going below the same post, just go through this hole on the bottom of the stitch we have just made. So you see this stitch we made, this post, and here is the hole. So we will go through this hole, draw up a loop, and pull through 2 loops twice. You have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over twice, go through the same hole, complete the third leg, you have 4 loops, and yarn over twice, complete the last leg, have 5 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all the loops. And this is the cluster we need. Now we don't skip any stitches on round 13 and just work into the next one, and we should work 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And this is how our repeat looks. So now we will do this again. So start with the 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Complete front post treble 4 together as we did here around this stitch. So you see this will be a symmetry here. So all front post treble clusters, they will go around this central front posts of the color B. So you made the first here, then you make the second here, the third here, here the next, and so on, and you will always have 9 stitches in between them. Not 5 or 4, but 9. So you start with 5 and here, and you end with 4. So again, you start with 5, make a cluster, and with 4. And here is how it looks after round 14. And the very last round 15 of the coaster, one evening coaster, is done with yarn B. On the wrong side we are, with the slip stitches in back loops only. So you insert the hook into the back loop of the stitch and of the stitch of previous round and complete the row with slip stitches in back loops only, just to add the final touch to your coaster. Here how it will look on the right side. And after this round, your one evening coaster is finished, and so is the mal. You can add embroidery with the beading, as I did here. I did it here because I thought it would be not very handy to put the beads on this part, because then it will be not very convenient to hold the glasses and cups. But if you think of using this circle as a hanging ornament, then of course you can add the beads throughout everywhere. And also, if you want to use it as a coaster and to hide all the tails and floats of yarn on the back side, you can sew a piece of felt on the wrong side. Here is how it looks with the felt on the back side. I just used the same color of yarn as for the last round of the coaster and stitched it by hand. So if you'd like to use the felt on the back side to hide all the ends, I think it's also a good idea to weave them in and then add the felt, because then the back side it will be completely flat. But it's up to you, of course. You can just hide it with the felt and it will not be seen at all. So if you would like to use the felt, I recommend you that after you finish the last round, just leave a long tail of yarn which will be used to sew the felt onto the back. Cut the circle of the felt in approximately the same size as your coaster. You might want to have it a little bit bigger. You see that mine is a little bit smaller, so you also see this purple line here, but I would love to be a little bit bigger so that I could go through this stitch and also through the felt. But then on the other side it will be not enough. So I will, so here I would say I'm short on the felt, so I would need to do another try and and do another circle, but I will just explain you how I sew it, and then I will remake it with a different piece of felt. So just insert the needle through the felt and also through the front loop of this last round on the coaster, and you can do it in every stitch, or I prefer to do it in every other stitch, so that the stitches are not too close to each other, but of course you can do as you like, and just go around in the same way until you attach the felt to the back side of your coaster. So here how it looks. Go around, attach the felt, and then you will have, and then you can also add the beads on top of the coaster. So I hope that you enjoyed the one evening make along. That was the last part of the MAL, and I hope that you did a lot of different small projects for as the gifts for your friends and family, or to decorate your house, and hopefully see you the next year. I would like to wish you happy holidays. Please stay safe, stay warm if you have snow and freeze right now, and see you next year with new patterns, new projects, and I hope you will join me on this journey next year too. See you and bye.